Here's how I made this casserole carrier for a Christmas gift exchange. Okay, I'm doing this project for the first time and I'm going to film it as a tutorial. However, I can't say how polished it's going to be because I'm doing it as I go. So start with 2.5-inch squares. You need 142 dark and 142 light. We're going to sew them together in a checkerboard fashion. Great chance to do some chain stitching. We're going to be creating 2 different panels. So then you're going to sew 2 of them together in this patchwork fashion. You're going to have one that is 8 squares across by 19 squares long. And when you have it all done and pressed, you want to trim it to 15 by 37. And the second one that you're going to make is 6 squares by 22 squares long. And then you're going to trim it to 12 by 44. Then you're going to cut the same out of your lining fabric and also out of your insulation. I'm using some insul fleece. Then we lay our lining and exterior fabrics right side together. And if you're using the insul fleece like I am, put it shiny side down. Shout out to the new holiday jelly rolls that I have in the shop because we are going to use it to curve our edges like this. And then we cut all the layers. And then on both of our pieces, we're gonna sew all around the edge with a 3/8 or 5/8 seam. I prefer 5/8. We wanna leave a good like 7 inches here open so that we can turn it. So make sure you backstitch at the beginning and the end of that. So you'll have a hole there and you turn it inside out from here. Then we pin our hole closed and we're going to sew all the way around here, right along the edge so we close up our hole. And I would strongly suggest using a walking foot for this portion because it's really thick. And then on each of your panels, you're going to lay them flat and mark the halfway line on each side. Then you lay them where your longer and skinnier one is on top. We're gonna fold it in half and line it up with these. And then measure so that this is in the middle of the shorter and fatter one. Then we're going to sew all along here to stitch them together. Next, we attach the handles to the thin side. So you can see I've just looped it through and I've pinned it and I'm gonna sew along here. So then I grabbed a dish and we're just gonna rough fit it. So you can use closures on here that are Velcro or maybe like a button with a loop or something like that. So you can see I have rough fit it to my 9x13 pan. And then I used some Velcro strips that I sewed on there and that will keep it nice and secure in there.